Let us know the message writing today. A message is an informal means of communication. The receiver of the message has to sift through the given message and pick out the most vital bits of information. Then he or she should be able to reproduce that information in order to convey it to the person for whom it is intended. Let us know the message writing format. At top of the box, we have to write the word message, capital letters. On the left side, the date has to be mentioned and the time has to be mentioned, and leave the blank. And addressee means to whom you are writing message, that his name has to be mentioned. For example, dear Raju, dear mom, dad, like that we need to mention. Later we need to write the body of the message, and when you are writing body of the message, you need not to write out of the matter. Write the words in simple, and as well as we need to use reported speech in the body of the message. After writing the body of the message and leave the blank and write the addresser, means suppose you wrote message to your friend, then you need to write your name. For example, who wrote the message, that his name has to be mentioned at the ending. You have to use only 40 to 50 words when you are writing the message. Here is given one question from the textbook to write a message. Sometimes he will give conversation and he will ask us to write a message. The question is in the lesson The Dear Departed, you have read that Mr. Henry sent a message to the Jordans revealing the old man's death. Since Mr. Ben and his wife, the Jordans, were not at home, their son Jimmy talked to Mr. Henry and felt the message for the Jordans. Imagine that you are or were Jimmy and leave the message for Jordans in about 50 words. Now let us see the answer. Message is capital letters. The date has mentioned at the left side and the time 6 p.m. Dear mom and dad, I received a call from Uncle Henry. He informed that the grandpa was dead. He asked us to start immediately to pay tribute to the grandpa. Uncle Henry told me that they were waiting for us and wanted us to come soon. Jimmy. Here we can see the reported speech. One sentence is used in the message writing, which is what? Uncle Henry told me that they were waiting for us. This is what? Reported speech sentence. In the message writing, at least we need to use this reported speech. And we can see one more sentence is, he asked us to start immediately. It is also reported speech. Imperative sentence is used in the body of the message. Yes, if we don't use at least one reported speech sentence in message, we may lose 1 mark. About the time, you can mention left side or right side. The matter of the message has to be put in box or within box. And let us see one more question on message. This is what conversation is given and is asking to write a message. The conversation is Ramanatha Shastri rang up Kalam. As Kalam was not at home, his cousin Samsuddin talked to him. Since Samsuddin was going out, he left a message. Read their conversation and write the message in not more than 50 words. Let us see the conversation. Ramanatha Shastri. Hello, can I speak to Kalam? Samsuddin. Kalam is not at home. May I know who is speaking? I am his cousin Samsuddin. Ramanatha Shastri. I am Ramanatha Shastri. Could you tell him that tomorrow's extra class is cancelled as Mr. Sivasubramanya Iyer got fever? Also tell him to bring the science notebook for subject submission on Monday. Samsuddin. I will surely pass the information. Ramanatha Shastri. Thank you, Samsuddin. Here Ramanatha Shastri called, but Kalam missed information or message. But Samsuddin received the phone call or message. Now Samsuddin is going to pass the message or let us see the answer. The top of the box, the message, the word is written in capital letters. On the left side, the date is mentioned and the time is also mentioned. Later, salutation, dear Kalam. Actually, message is to Kalam. That's why Kalam name is mentioned. And the body of the message is, there was a phone call from you, Ramanatha Shastri, today around 5 p.m. He told that tomorrow's extra class is cancelled as Subramanya Iyer got fever. He also told you to bring the science notebook for submission on Monday. Samsuddin. Here Kalam missed message. Dear Kalam. Message is to Kalam. But Samsuddin is passing the message. That's why ending subscription is written Samsuddin. In the question when there is asked, imagine you are Samsuddin means you should not write your name. But what the name is given in the question as you imagine that you write only Samsuddin name but not your name.